We're entering a season of great emotion. Are you ready? Pisces into Aries season is always a different type of emotion. And now that there will be planets at the beginning of Pisces season that will be in Aries, this is going to be different. Since November, when I thought that November 21st was winter solstice, I've been feeling like this overall energy that has just kind of been hovering, waiting its turn. And now I understand that it was this time that ushers in eclipse season. Now, because eclipse season can hold a lot of power, many people are like, oh, I'm a manifest in this season. But I don't know that this season is really about manifesting. I believe that this upcoming season is more about teaching you how to fish than giving you the fish. It's more about teaching you how to be able to survive and take care of yourself and believe in your spirit team and understand that you are worthy versus just giving you something. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't receive anything, and it doesn't mean that you won't be taken care of, but that won't be the initial goal. This is also like a spring cleaning. If there's any issues that you are not dealing with that is standing between you and the life that you have said that you would like or the one you're destined for, is coming out. It can be fiery and escalated. So be mindful of the emotions and what your triggers are. When something triggers you, instead of like reacting, write it down. Now, that's not always easy. But if you are triggered, once you have come back to yourself, write it down and explore, why is that thing? Why was that something that came up? What do you need to do with that? Because if you never take time out to sit with it, it will always be a trigger. It will always be a control mechanism that someone outside of you can set off and cause you to be all over the place and in disarray. It's like a light switch. Your triggers are like light switches. And when you know what those triggers are and why you stand so strongly behind them and deal with that trigger. So I'll give you an example because I like being transparent. One of the triggers I used to have, and I can still feel a little bit of it in me, is when someone does nothing and receives accolades of someone who does everything. That used to grind my gears because in a society where you're told that you have to work hard in order to have something, someone doing nothing would just get under my skin. And I thought that I was completely healed from that until someone mentioned something about someone or the person came up in a conversation and I realized that they did nothing. Nothing compared to what I thought I had done. And then Spirit said to me, what you did, you said you did it from the kindness of your heart. Why does it matter what someone else did or did not do? You were chosen for this. You were chosen for a reason because we understood that the other person would not show up. So why would you want a pat on the back for something that you would have chosen to do whether the person existed or not? That was humbling because I then understood that I was looking for validation and acknowledgement for the sacrifice that I had chosen to make. What sacrifices have you chosen to make that you now want to be acknowledged for? You did not have to do it, but you did. And know that that is a generational practice of sacrificing and then later requesting your flowers because of a choice that you made. I have heard parents use it. I have heard grandparents use it. I have heard younger parents use it. Like, I make sacrifices for you. Why are you not giving me this thing? You should give me what I desire because I did this. But it was your choice. No one made you do it. So if no one made you do it, what are you getting a pat on the back for? For doing the very thing that you decided that you needed to do in the moment that you needed to do it? Most of the time, we ask to be validated or given some type of pat on the back when we feel like it's one of the greatest things we've ever done, or we haven't fulfilled so many areas of our lives. In other areas of our lives, we feel like we need to hold on to the trophies that we do have. But that is 3D, very third dimensional mindset, where now we need something outside of ourselves to validate and appreciate what's inside of us. It's a learned behavior, and it's something that it can be so toxic where you're always chasing after that acknowledgement, always wanting someone to recognize the sacrifice you made. When a sacrifice is self-serving and self-praising, is it truly a sacrifice? That was a hard one to swallow. But I now have a better understanding that the things that I want to be praised for and basically revered for, always thought of as the person who raised my kids by myself, or the person who sacrificed everything to have what I have now, or the person who, this will be an example, took care of, you took care of your parents and no one else would do it. Spirit already knew that you would be the one that would be chosen to do that. You were chosen before you were born. It was known that you would be doing it, what was to be done, and how you were going to do it. It was always known. It was a part of your makeup. It's who you are. So technically, the only praise that you deserve is the praise that you came into this lifetime with, which was Source giving you another opportunity to show how amazing you are. That's it. That's all. In a nutshell.